Hi everyone, in this video we're going to create the handle of the do nothing machine. So as you can see here, this is an example of how the handle should be looking like. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I'm first going to start off by creating a new part studio by inserting a new element. And then what I'm going to do is I'm first going to rename my part studio. I'm going to right click and I'm going to click rename to handle. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on my top plane, click on new sketch, right click again and click view normal sketch plane. Then I'm going to go to my corner rectangle. I'm going to make sure it's on this line. I'm going to make sure it's on the this part of the right plane, the guiding line that the right plane creates. Then I'm going to click and drag out. It doesn't need to be exact. And I'm going to dimension now. I'm going to make the base 200 millimeters. I'm going to make the depth. So let me go back and refer to my handle. So I'm going to make my sketch, right click, edit. So I made the depth 18 millimeters. So I'm going to go make the depth 18 millimeters. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a center line, a construction line. So I'm going to go and click on my line tool and I'm going to hover over this entire, the width of this rectangle until I see my midpoint sign or this little rectangle. I'm going to click and I'm going to drag until I reach the other box point from the other width. So then I'm going to click escape and I'm going to make it a construction line so that the sketch doesn't count it as an original part of the sketch. So how I did that was I clicked on this line and I clicked on the construction tool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my circles. I'm going to go to a center point circle and you don't need to do the perfect placements as you don't need to have the same placements as me. We're going to dimension them to be all the same later. So then we're going to just draw them in random places, except so that midpoints have to be exactly on the construction line. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to actually make them all equal. So if I go to my constraints bar, I'm going to click on equal and I'm going to make all three of these circles equal. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to dimension my first circle to 8 millimeters. So, and then I'm going to re-equal them. Maybe they didn't the equal constraint didn't apply to them. There we go. So sometimes you need to do it 2 at a time, not 3. So there we go. All of them are equal now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dimension the distances of the circle. I'm going to go to my dimension tool and I'm going to select the midpoint of my circle. Remember the midpoint, this blue dot over here. I'm going to select the blue dot and then my line. And I'm going to make the distance from the width of the rectangle to the midpoint 12 millimeters. Then I'm going to make the distance from this millimeter, the center point of the first circle to the center point of the second circle, 75 millimeters. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the distance from this center point to the second width 10 millimeters. And then that's all I need to do here. I'm going to click my green check button. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to extrude. I'm going to select the rectangle and then it should only highlight the around the circles. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the depth 6 millimeters. I'm going to go into isometric to make sure that the extrusion is going to be successful. Then I'm going to click the green check button and there we go. Now I'm going to rename the part. So I'm going to right click on rename and name it handle. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and make it a different color. So I'm going to edit appearance and select this red, nice red color. So I'm going to select the green check button and hide all of my planes. And this is how your handle should look like. So if you have any questions, as always, put them down in the comment and I will get back to you either by responding to the comment or adjusting the comment in the next video. So thank you so much for watching. Bye!